staged though. It can be staged because I watched the video. Okay, me like calling her Yemuli. Show Yahweh, like it was just like, are you mad?
Yeah, he said like, are you mad like 40 times in that video?
Is it that deep? Like I really was questioning if, I mean, it's perfume. Like waiting they reach this video of are you mad? Yemuli, like it could be staged. I feel like anything for the money or anything for the money.
Yeah, but when you look at some things, it kind of went personal, and Yemoli was actually body shaming him. And what do you have to say, especially when it comes to body shaming, because it's becoming a normal thing. Fat people, they get really body shamed. It's becoming a normal culture. I mean, for a tribe that for a people that normally glorify black women and fat, thick women, do you think, I mean, it's really low from Yemoli, trying to body shame Opeyemi, especially seeing that he's working on himself, obviously.
He's working on himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he eats a lot of food, so he's going to have weight, but I cannot see when people are quarreling like this, low for low. I really cannot. I'm not picking sides. If this person is going low, if you want to enter hell, until people now choose a meeting point and say so. I cannot say it's wrong for calling Opeyemi because Opeyemi to say something that thinks is right with Yemoli, so I cannot really say it's wrong. They are quarreling, so of course they are going to be touching each other's insecurities and all of that. So yeah.
Alright, you think, moving on, you think boundaries are harder, to maintain in this kind of, I mean, when issues like this happen, like, do you think they can actually be real critics now? Because if you keep doing things like this, maybe bullying critics, this is not the first time. I think there's a woman, I mean, she made a review on Erisco tomatoes and a particular brand of tomatoes, and she was picked up. Right, and it has become a normal thing where bullying, maybe you make a critique about a brand and the owner will come and pick you up or try to bully you online. I mean, it's becoming a bad culture in Nigeria.
That's terrible. That's very, very terrible. If you know your product is legit, like I've seen there was also a thread on Twitter where a woman, it was not like a critic, but there was that she bought tomatoes and she opened the pack and it was swollen. They supplied her back. Why didn't they pick her up and say, because clearly it was bad? So you now say maybe, if you know your tomatoes is not bad, why pick the person up? Like, simply, I don't know, there are other actions than picking the person up or now trolling the person for the person giving. I feel maybe you could like the tomatoes, but I don't like how it is, And it's still PR to your business. Picking the person up now is just bad. Like, it's just bad.
Alright, we just hope Yemoli, and Opeyemi, from Akin gets to get to a middle ground, and solve their issues. Yes. And moving on, media personality Kim Oprah, she has sparked a debate after criticizing the growing trend of content creation, during church services. Speaking on the issue, Oprah, she questioned whether constant filming, live streaming, or viral moments are shifting the focus from worship, to performance, raising concerns about reverence in sacred spaces. According to Oprah, while technology can help spread messages of faith, excessive content creation risks turning spiritual experiences into entertainment. She stressed that the churches should prioritize genuine connection, reflection, and presence over online engagement. I mean, some people will tell you not every moment is for the timeline. Do you think she's right, Kim Oprah is right in this particular statement?
I think I get where she may be coming from, but I would not say she's totally right, because at the same time, we see scenarios and situations where we can't go to church every time and we stream live.
Yeah, but some people will argue that they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be videoed.
Okay, they don't want to be on the camera.
Yeah.
That's those people's losses, because you really can't, I guess you can't really be selective.
Yeah.
And this videoing of a thing, it's not like me. I can remember when I was much younger in my church, one of my churches I go for province, right from time you see your face on the screen, but they don't stream live on.
And some people also argue that you're praying in church, you're vulnerable in church, and the next thing you come online on social media and you're seeing yourself, they've posted you on their page, in your vulnerable state, and some people will tell you they do not want to be in that position. Supporters agree that worship spaces should remain sacred and distraction free, while others argue that digital content helps churches reach younger audiences and expand their impact. The conversation now centers around how faith institution can embrace modern tools without losing their core purpose. I mean, what do you think about is there a way they can curb this excess? Because some people will tell you it's becoming too much at some point.
I don't know if Kobe. I don't think he can ever be called because it is something like this is a thing for our generation and our time now.
Yeah.
So it's bound to happen. I don't know for people that are uncomfortable. I apologize to them,
Mm.
but there's no two way about it. Even up to the extent where 5 nights of glory,
Yeah.
not be this thing with the watcher. With the watcher for what's it called projector
Yeah.
because some people cannot go to headquarters. Me, I cannot go to Lagos. I'm a redeemer. I cannot go to Lagos every August. I
Yeah.
watch my shows on television. So like it's not really I understand where she may be coming from, but I think it does a greater good. This one is just really emotional. You don't want people to see that you're crying.
Yeah, but is it not valid? I didn't know. Are your feelings not valid at least?
Their feelings are valid, definitely, but it's coming from an emotional part because low key it doesn't really harm you. The people seeing that part of you doesn't really do anything to you. You're in church. What's the problem?
All right. I mean, we're gonna go on a short break, and when we get back, there's still a more interesting, gist for you out there. Juliana Olayede, she has addressed the ongoing conversation, about her kissing scene and a whole lot more. So when we go on a short break, we'll come back. We'll give you, expect more to come. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I still ATN Gen Z on Atlantic Television Network, and I still have Toyin here in the building with me. And moving on, actress Juliana Olayode, has addressed ongoing conversations surrounding a kissing scene that sparked reaction online. The actress clarified her stance after clips from the scene circulated while leading to speculation about her personal beliefs and professional boundaries. Her response has drawn attention, especially given her public, previous position on faith and acting choices. According to Juliana, the scene was taken out of context and misunderstood. She explained that acting remains a profession that requires interpretation of roles. While personal values are separate from scripted performances, the actress emphasized that assumptions made online often ignore, the full story. One clip, plenty conclusion. Her clarification has been met with mixed reactions. While some fans praise her honesty and professionalism, others remain divided on where actors, should draw the line. The conversation has once again highlighted the tension between public image, personal beliefs, and creative, expression in Nollywood, and how quickly, narratives form in the age of social media. What's your take actually, on kissing roles, in Nollywood or in movies generally? Do you think is it actually needed, especially when that person is in a relationship?
First of all, let's say we are acting a romantic movie.
Yeah.
Please tell me how a romantic movie can be acted without one kiss.
But that's the question now. For someone who is married, I mean, a lot of people normally criticize Daniel Etim. He's married, and he takes on a whole lot of romantic scenes and romantic movies. And some people tell you that no matter how you try to seem so professional, I mean, his wife might not, though she might come online and say she's happy, smile about it. I mean, she might feel a little bit uncomfortable. So what's your take especially these celebrities who are in a relationship, then later coming out to take more and more romantic movies?
It really depends on your partner, what your partner can take, because you accepting the role of you kissing means you're fine with it.
Yeah.
But now if you have a partner, especially if you guys are now married, like dating, people are married, that means you two are one. That's what the Bible said. So you really have to have that conversation, and it's really two things. Before you married this person, I'm sure you knew this person was acting, and maybe you won't see a movie with this person kissing. If you had a problem with it, you address it. You people meet a common ground.
Yeah.
Because we don't really know what's happening, when they close the doors. We don't know the kind of conversations they get to have. We don't know what they've agreed on or this and that. So we really don't know I don't have issues with it. If you're good, please give me what I want to see, But when it comes to your partner, and we should just have a conversation. This, like Bimbo now.
Yeah.
If a man is eyeing Bimbo, Bimbo is an actress. Full time. Damini is an actor. So if you're going to be with them, or they come to you and you guys see yourself going to this direction and you're not comfortable with these scenes, you get to be like, you have a conversation, like you tell the person what you want. You will meet a common ground. If you can do it, you marry or you be together. If you really can't, you continue to have, because either ways they make their money.
And for Juliana, she said her faith, she talked about her faith. And do you think it's weird, especially for those who claim to be Christians, still doing this kind of sins? Don't you think it's weird, looking at it, that your religion is probably against this kind of things, and you still do it? Don't you think it's weird, especially when you still come online, to claim about your religion and stuff?
See, religion is something I don't like to bring to any conversation, genuinely. But if you say, okay, you want to hold on to your faith, and you want to act film, you don't know what they do for film. So now holding on to your religion tightly, fine, you can hold on to your religion, but just know the kind of rules you'll be taking. Maybe you'll be taking which roles where you will not kiss anybody. You just know that you're going to, or you take pastor roles, But if you now see that you want to be a versatile actor, actress, it can really come. It can even come to, okay, the scene that you're going to pretend you're having an intimate session with somebody else, because that one not against your religion. So I feel like we should not be ignorant. You're saying you hold on to your faith, but you know what you can accept and what minus. If you remove religion on one side, you should have things that you can go this far and you cannot go this far. Let me just give instance to Nancy. There was that time that she acted, I forgot the name of that movie that they said she was naked, even if it was suit, it was fake nakedness, but she was still full-time naked. Her whole body was showing, the back of her body was showing. She can go that far to acting to make sure the movie looks good. So people may not do it. So you know how far you can do. So, but don't come and be a hypocrite today. You say you cannot kiss. Tomorrow you come kiss, come say we misunderstand your kiss. Right?
Alright, moving on. American rapper J. Cole, has officially and finally, released a new album, sending fans into full celebration mode across streaming platforms. Known for his introspective lyrics and minimal drama approach, the project arrived with little hype but immediate impact, quickly trending online and sparking conversation about lyricism, growth and relevance. The album explores themes of maturity, legacy, self-reflection, and pressures of longevity in hip-hop, staying true to his signature sound. J. Cole blends sharp storytelling with soulful production, choosing substance over flashy, features, bars over noise. Early reaction, praised the project for its honesty and replay value. Industry observers say the release reinforces J. Cole's position, as one of hip-hop's most consistent voices. While debate, continue about chart performances versus artistic depth, fans agree the album adds another solid chapter, to his catalog. No gimmicks, no controversy, just music, doing the talking for J. Cole. I mean, first of all, before we go into this conversation, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole, how would you rate them?
How would I rate them?
Yeah.
They are all 10s across the board.
Really?
They are all 10s.
You don't feel Kendrick is better than J. Cole or Drake?
I think J. Cole is really like the GOAT. If you really look, I don't know. So 3 of them are really, they are really good. Kendrick is a petty person.
Right.
So when it comes to using his pettiness to also make music, he's at the top of the game as well, So if it comes to that, Drake too is another person that he uses his situations, his real life scenario to make music. But J. Cole is like pure from his heart. Whether something happens or something doesn't happen, it doesn't really affect his pen game. That's how I see 3 of them, but they are good at what they do.
And in this album we saw Thames, J. Cole, and Future on his song.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, are we expecting a Grammy anytime soon from Thames?
Thames is really doing her big one. I think whether Grammy or not, we have to give her her flowers.
Yeah, give her props.
Because she's coming from Nigeria, and if you follow her story very, very well, it really is giving from nothing to something. So Grammy or not, any awards or not, we just have to give her that her flowers. She's killing.
But is it not strange, I mean, we are seeing more and more American artists, American musicians, trying to collaborate with Nigerians. J. Cole also had Burna Boy on his album, and this is the 3rd time, they are going to be together on his songs, and both 2 of those songs were good songs. I mean, do you think they can make it 3/3 with this song? Is this song already a 3/3 song? J. Cole and Burna.
If it's a what?
3/3. I mean, can he make it 3/3? The first song, Thanks, with J. Cole and Burna Boy, it was a good one. Yeah. We had All My Life, Lil Durk, Burna Boy, and J. Cole on that song.
Burna Boy was on the song?
Yeah, on the remix. Yeah.
Wow.
And we are having him already. J. Cole, is having him, again on the song, and that brings me back to the question: is Burna Boy really the GOAT of Nigerian music?
No, it's not like it's not the GOAT, but like we are all GOATs, please. Let's all be GOATs. Burna Boy is a very good musician. He's a very good artist.
Yeah.
He's a very good music maker. But we have good music makers, and the future is yet to come. We have sounds popping out of Nigeria every day, and I feel like Burna Boy definitely deserves his flowers. But is he the GOAT? I don't know. I really don't know.
Do you think he can be the GOAT? Because I mean, look at the number of collaboration he's having, like with the best of the best, and it seems to like he was on Young Boy new album, NBA Young Boy's new album, Teary Eyes, and you look at him, the kind of collaboration he has had. I mean, you just made a banger last year with Ghana, so WGFT. So you look at,
call it a banger.
Yeah, it's actually a banger. You can't argue that. I mean, he's doing the numbers already. He's topping the Billboard charts. He's everywhere. So you look at that song, and do you think Burna Boy has actually conquered, the Western market when it comes to music?
I think he's conquering. I'm not going to say he has fully conquered. You know, there's a time and era where this like an artist just back to back just gets like Thames for example now. I feel like consistently 2-3 years she's having it just gets to a point you just receive back to back, back to back. So I think he's in his era where he's just tapping back to back. People are really tapping into his music making talent and all of that. So I don't really have so much to say.
And you look at J. Cole. I mean, it's a good one. After 8 years, releasing his album. How do you think this album is going to fare? Because someone like J. Cole is not someone who is crazy about the numbers. Do you think the chart actually represents how music is, how good the quality of music is? Do you think the chart determines that for you?
No, I don't think so. Every time, normal. We can buy their organic streams. We can do something in this from now, and if I drop a song, all of us we have devices. We can easily get a good number of songs. So the numbers don't necessarily define how good a music is, deeply. And I think based off what different people, we connect to music differently. Myself now, I would rather listen to like a music that's going to make me dance than J. Cole's music that's going to make me like just really think and like just see something for how it is. So there are different people that connect to. So J. Cole definitely has a very good fan base. He has his target audience. So those people connecting to his songs, new fans every day. So the numbers don't really be doing justice to how good a song is or the quality of the music. Definitely doesn't really see.
Yeah, and not only did J. Cole release album, this is the period where a lot of artists are releasing albums. We saw A$AP Rocky just brought out this project recently, and also we had Don Toliver. Talking about Don Toliver, I mean, he brought out an album. How will you rate that album?
The album is a 10/10 across the board. Definitely a 10/10.
What's your favorite song on the album?
Sweet Home.
Sweet Home.
Yes.
Right.
I can't sing it over, like that's my favorite song. It's just I'm Pressure. And the one we hit, I can't really pronounce it. Rendezvous.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
So what about, I mean, I'm surprised because you mentioned a whole lot of songs and I was expecting to mention a particular song. Yeah, Second Hand, and you didn't mention it and it hurt my feelings a bit.
It's like the fifth one. I don't know if I've not yet connected to the song the way people are like. Rema's verse is hard though.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to pick on like songs on all the album, I'll pick Sweet Home first.
And do you think like Rema is getting back to, I mean, his Spaceship Jocelyn era, his Iron Man era? We are beginning to see Rema go back to hip hop. Are we expecting something different from Rema? What do you think?
I feel like Rema is one you should not even be expecting. If he gives you this style, just collect, because we saw how he dropped Ozeba on us and everybody like. And then he drops he just be dropping different moves, just a chop arm. So I don't think Rema is one person to expect anything from necessarily. He just him as a person to me, he might just be tapping into his eras, like let me see how I can do when I make this sound. Let me see how I can do when I make this type of sound. I think that's the kind of person Rema is like. He's not really tied down. He can't really. And
in the season when we are expecting a whole lot of album, I mean. Drake also, he's planning to release his new album, Iceman, and we've already been hearing one or two, concepts here and there. We've been hearing one or two, just a little bit of the tip of the iceberg from the album. I mean, are you expecting anything from Drake? Are you expecting him to keep subbing, maybe Kendrick Lamar, or are you expecting to even sub what's his name now, J. Cole? Because I mean, some lines in this J. Cole album, some people will tell you, I mean, that he's throwing subtle shades, to Drake, and some people are thinking, is it actually Drake? Some people are actually confused. So I mean, do you think Drake album will just give us the clarity we need if Drake and J. Cole are actually in good terms?
I think Drake is one to give us the clarity. Like, he doesn't hide the fact that he's petty. So if Drake likes drama, he likes attention, he likes drama, so he will give us that. I'm expecting that.
But like, do you think Drake actually up his sound? Because it feels like people are already getting tired of his sound. Yeah, he sounds the same to a whole lot of people. He sounds the same. His 2012 self. His songs from 2012, 2016, it's still the same flows. I mean, we've seen Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar has grown to some extent, You look at his songs from 2015, how he sings. You look at his album, Mr. Moral, and when he dropped, I mean, GNX, I mean, there's a difference. There's a difference in sound. And do you think for Drake we should expect something different, or does that make him who he is? That sound is actually a Drake sound for you?
I think it's a Drake sound though, because genuinely all his lyrics are hard, but they are the same style. I can't really hide from that. They are the same style. If he's singing, it's almost the same style generally. If he's rapping, it's almost the same style. His lyrics may be hard, but his singing may be the same style. So let's just see, because I'm not going. You know, everybody has that era where they pop. They cannot pop forever. You know.
So you feel like Drake is reaching that era when he's reaching his end already?
No, but he's still. You know, there's an economics theory where you go up, then you are
law of diminishing return,
and then you just start diminishing. So I think he's like he just got to that core of diminishing just a little. So let's see if the album will take him back up or take him down.
And talking about new releases, Omale dropped a song yesterday, and we are beginning to get. I mean, do you think we are getting to that point where good music is coming, because a whole lot of artists are dropping their project this 2026? I mean, already in 2026, I mean, A$AP Rocky has dropped a project. NBA Youngboy has dropped his project, and I mean, what do you think this year, 2025? Would you rate 2025 as a good year for music?
Yes, I think I would. Musically, but were there a lot of releases? I think it was a year.
But would you say the releases of a lot of people will argue, was on the street to tell you that 2025 we had a whole lot of mid songs coming out.
Mid songs.
Yeah, mid albums.
That would make sense. That would make, I think 2025 music artists were lazy on their making their music. It was, I'm not gonna say mid all the way, but they were just giving us blank.
But what was your standout album for 2025? Yeah.
Who released album 2025?
I mean, we had Black Bones, he released his album. Odumodu released his album. We had Burna Boy at some point.
Burna Boy?
Yeah, No Sign of Weakness. We also had Davido with 5. So I mean, there were a whole lot of releases. What?
I'll just go with, because Davido's one is the only one I'm listening to back out of all these people you mentioned. But the album, I don't no shit, sir. But I think Timeless so far. Timeless is better than 5 for me. 5 is just 5, basically. I liked 2 to 3 songs on the album, but it did not eat to me. So I love you so much, bro. It just did not.
And talking about what artists are you expecting something from this year 2026?
Ashake, please.
Right.
Ashake, please give me something.
So do you think Ashake is actually going to release an album this year?
The way he's moving, he can just drop. He used to say.
How would you rate his projects with Wizkid?
Jogodo is okay. That's the one. It's the one with Saz and him is okay too. But I feel like I don't know. Are we tired of Ashake? Because is it me? Or we are tired. I don't know if people are getting tired of him. There's how Ashake drop, he pops. But to me now it's like. Do
you think it's the Wizkid influence
I can't be the one to say that, but I just feel like I don't know if I'll say, because both of their sounds are different to me. Their sounds are really different. And Wizkid is trying to tap into his Raz era, his. Because Wizkid normal sings calm songs, but from the time he dropped Kese, so Kese was one of the songs that's not Wizkid's norm, singing different. So I think he's trying to tap into even something like Dynamite. Dynamite is something Wizkid.
Marvel, him and Marvel,
for example. Like imagine Wizkid jumping on Amapiano. It's not something I would have expected for him. So I think he's trying to tap into his Raz era. So let's see how he does, basically.
Alright, and we've had a whole lot of conversations here today, and this is where we are going to wrap it up, on this episode of ATN Gen Z. Thank you, Toyin, so much for joining us. I really appreciate your pressure. Don't forget, this program is open for sponsorship, jingles, advert placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products and service promotion, and commercials. Watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. We are also available on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Follow us on our social media, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, on Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, and on X Atlantic TV Net. Don't forget, stay connected by following, subscribing, liking, and sharing our social media content. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay tapped into the culture. I am Kingsley Ipalibo. Have a nice day.